Welcome back. My next guests begin their season August 30th, but instead of playing one game like many of the high school football teams that day, the Lamar volleyball team has to play 2 matches as the Lady Cards will be at the Texas State Classic in San Marcos. LU volleyball head coach Justin Jabert joins me along with a couple of his captains. Coach, thanks for joining us on the show.
You're welcome.
How's practice going so far?
Good. We've been 7 days in now, so it's been good. We spent a lot of time on the court, and it's just been fun being on the court with these 2 young ladies.
A lot of inexperience on this team, if you will. I know there's 17 players that are on the team. 9 of them are new this year. Do you have to coach differently this year?
I think anytime you have, there's an experience gap for us. I mean, we don't really have a talent gap, but we do have an experience gap, and it just takes longer. It takes more time in the gym to really get them, oriented to the way we do things, because every coach has their, different philosophies, and we run a different offense and a different defense, and so it's taken us as a coaching staff a little longer too, just to tailor what we want to do.
I know you rely on the experienced players, and we have a couple of them joining us now. Sierra, how has your role changed, I guess, this year compared to last year?
This year, I really had to step up and be a leader. Last year, I was in a leadership position, but I had older girls above me, so I didn't have to lead as much. So this year, I know the younger girls really look for me for that encouragement and that motivation to help them get through practice.
Megan, what do you hope to get across to these younger players as the preseason goes on and as games start up?
That our expectation is that we want to win and keep our program building into the future, and that we don't accept all right or just okay, that we want to be great.
You were telling me on our way in here, you have a nickname with the freshmen. What's that?
We're the grandmas of the team.
Do you think you play that role pretty well?
Probably.
Yeah, I think so. Takes us longer to get warmed up and get ready to
We have to
be
do
on the
a few
court.
extra things before practice and before games, but you wouldn't be able to tell once we get out there. So.
Let's talk about the schedule now. Most coaches divide it into non-conference, conference, then hopefully postseason. What do you hope to see from the team in the non-conference part of your schedule?
Well, our non-conference schedule is pretty tough, and so we've scheduled, we wanted to schedule aggressively so that we felt like when going into conference play that we had already played the toughest teams in our schedule.
6 of your last 10 games are at home at McDonald Gym. How important is that for this team down the stretch, knowing you could be trying to get into a Southland Conference tournament spot that you're back at home?
I think it's really important because when we're at home, we have a lot of fans, and everybody's so supportive. They're standing behind us, cheering us on. Everybody wants to be in the gym with us, and it's like almost like they're in practice with us. They're working hard with us, and they believe in us so much, so we kind of want to prove ourselves.
Last year there were some pretty strong cheering sections in the crowd. How much do you feed off of that?
We feed off of that a lot. We absolutely love it. I know our cross-country team likes to come up with their own cheers for us, and they'll sometimes get into our team huddle timeouts, and they'll break out with us, and it's a great feeling that we know that we have their support.
What are the expectations for the team this season?
I tell the girls you usually won't. Generally, people don't achieve more than they expect, their expectations. So it's important to keep our expectations high, and I get that same feel this year. We're very young, but we're very talented, and so. Later on in the season, when you mentioned that we'll be at home a lot, I think we'll be playing our best ball, and absolutely we're headed to the Southland Conference tournament. That's already, in my mind, a trip that we have planned. So I look forward to it, and look forward to really seeing what we can do. I think we'll be playing our best volleyball at that time.
Megan, Sierra, Coach, thank you so much for joining us on the show. Best of luck this season as well, and enjoy the air conditioning. I know there's a lot of other teams that are practicing outside right now, so enjoy that.
Thank you.
Thank you.